Hi everybody, welcome back to Cat's Book Nook. Today is October 29th, and this is a weekly wrap-up video. This week I got through 4 books, 2 audio and 2 physical books. Those books are Every Heart a Doorway by Seanan and McGuire. I listened to this while I was cross-stitching because I started a new project this week. I started Pillars of the Earth not too long after Every Heart a Doorway because I was listening to Winter and I hit the wrong button and it went all the way back to the beginning of the chapter, which was like 15 minutes prior to where I was. And I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. Pillars of the Earth. Spent all week listening to this. 41 hours. It was a good book. It was awesome. And I'm glad I did, because the ending for the book was definitely different from the ending of the miniseries. And while the miniseries stayed true to the book for the most part, and I was remembering the miniseries while I'm listening to it, and I'm waiting for those parts to pop up, much better. So much better. The physical books that I got through this week were The Refrigerator Monologues. Sorry, it's not really working all that well. Yeah, no. But yeah, The Refrigerator Monologues by Catherine Valente. Really good short stories about comic book females who died and got left behind. Meaning they don't pop back up in anybody's story anytime, anywhere after they've died. So it was really neat to kind of read something different and refreshing, and it was very short. So it didn't really take any time at all for that one. And then the other physical book that I got through is A Beautiful Terrible Thing by Jen Waite. This is a story about what happens when you marry a sociopath, but you don't know that you're marrying a sociopath. So you start a family with him, and then you find something out that you weren't ready for. And he makes it seem like you're the crazy one in the relationship when he's the one that's actually screwing up. It was a nonfiction, and normally I don't do nonfiction books, but I devoured that in less than 2 days. It was awesome. And it got me out of the reading slump that I was in. So, good on that. That's what I read this week. What I'm currently reading this week is physical books, Love and Other Consolation Prizes by Jamie Ford. This book is due this week, so I need to finish it because it has holds on it. I tried to renew it and got found out. So, I'm listening to, and I may go back and forth between physical book and listening to on this one, Winter by Marissa Meyer. This is the final book in the Lunar Chronicles series. I really want to finish it because what I'd listened to, I want to say I was 6 or 7 hours into it as far as listening goes, because it's a really long audiobook. But what I have listened to was fantastic. It's very well thought out, very well written. The descriptions are nice, and it's just, I want to know what happens. So I will probably go back and forth between physical and audiobook for this one just to finish this up. The last book that I'm currently listening to is Neil Gaiman's The View from the Cheap Seats. I am about 7 hours, almost 8 into this, and I listened to a lot of it yesterday while I was doing Amazon Flex. This book is nonfiction. It's not the complete works and essays and introductions and reviews from Neil Gaiman, but it's definitely, it has Neil written all over it, and it's just a fantastic listen. You don't have to listen to him in order, anything like that. He talks about the people that he's worked with before. He talks about what made him continue to want to write. And it's just a lot of these books were very well set up. And when you do an essay book, the way, it's almost like a mixed CD. when you do a mix CD with different artists and things like that, putting it in order that makes sense can be difficult. And the way they put these stories in order and these machinations from Neil Gaiman, very well done. So I'm looking forward to finishing that one today while I am continuing to work for Amazon Flex. Amazon Flex has been awesome, guys. Today's going to be my 6th shift, and I am actually excited to go to work. I don't have to deal with the people. I can listen to my books and not have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about cleaning out my car. I don't even have to go give my car a bath. That has been the best part of this job so far. So I'm looking forward to the rest of the time with Amazon. So, new books that I picked up this week. So I did 2 library hauls. 2 library runs, because yesterday was actually a library haul in terms of the number of books that I got. But this week I picked up Before the Devil Breaks You. This is the third and final book, I think, in the Diviners series by Libba Bray. I have the Lair of Dreams to be read on my stack on my desk. I need to get to that before I get to this one. I just hadn't had a whole lot of time, and now that I'm driving less, probably get through a lot of these a lot faster. I picked up The Lost Girls. It's the story of 3 friends, 4 continents, and 1 unconventional detour around the world. This is another nonfiction. I found this book on a travel blog, and since I'm writing travel stories, I thought this might be a good thing to pick up. Just to kind of see, I know my travel stories, but reading other people's travel stories kind of would be interesting. Because You Love to Hate Me. This is actually done by booktubers and popular artists, popular authors. Really looking forward to reading this one. Probably going to be at the bottom of the to be read list. Hold on a second, guys. Sorry, the dog needed to go in the other room. So, anyway, 13 tales from a lot of popular authors that people pick up. You've got Marissa Meyer in here. You've got Victoria Schwab. You've got Adam Silvera. And it's all about villains. So, it should be interesting. We'll see. I was interested in picking that up because booktubers were a part of making that possible. And I love the fact that my library had it. So, yay. Neil Gaiman's Neverwhere came up. This actually came up in a couple of the essays that I'm listening to on The View from the Cheap Seats. Very interesting story on this one. This came up out of a Doctor Who before they brought Doctor Who back. So, I love Doctor Who. I'm not in the whole fandom thing because the 10th Doctor will always be my doctor. Yes, Doctor. Anyway, so looking forward to reading this one. And this may actually come up later this week after Love and Other Consolation Prizes because it's Neil. I am a Neil Gaiman fan. I probably will get through everything he has ever written, even though a lot of his writing style, especially for American Gods, is slow going. It's still fantastic to read. I'm not a big Charlene Harris fan. The Sookie Stackhouse novels after like book 5 kind of faded out for me. But I'm interested in trying her Midnight series, Texas series. So this is book 1 in that series. And then everybody's mentioned this, but The Bear and the Nightingale by Katherine Arden. I loved Uprooted, which was a Russian story kind of retelling, and I'm interested to see where this one goes because this also takes place in Russia. So, yay! Last thing, books that I returned this week. Audiobooks that I returned: Forever by Maggie Steifvater, because I needed space on my shelf for something else that came up this week that I don't remember what it was. I did return A Great and Terrible Beauty just because I couldn't renew it anymore, and it was just sitting over there, and I wasn't planning on picking it up anytime soon. So I will pick that up sometime later, probably next year. I did return Radio Silence, again, also in the same category as A Great and Terrible Beauty, because it was sitting over there. I'm not really in the mood to read it right now, and the holds were done with that. Beautiful Redemption came in this week by Garcia and Margaret Stohl. Maybe that came in last week. I don't know. It says 14 days. I've got 14 days left on that one. So I think that came in this week. But it's the final book in the Beautiful Creatures series. There's a lot of finales on this list and in this month. So, but those are the books that I read, currently reading, new, and returned. So with that, I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday. It's dreary out here. I'm hoping it clears up soon, but we really need the rain. So with that, hope you guys have a great Sunday, wonderful week, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.